Well, morning folks. Quick currency and stocks and commodities update. I just want to have a look at what's going on here on the rand, South African rand against the British pound. That's the GBP ZAR, and you can see we've just hit a new low at 23.8 rands to the pound. And that's pretty alarming, but not surprising, because we don't have power for 6 to 8 hours a day. And we've got corruption, crime, no post office. The airlines have collapsed. There's corruption, there's crime. People are leaving the country and money is leaving the country in droves. So that's the South African rand, and not much better against the dollar. In fact, a new low against the dollar. When these charts go up, that's the dollar rand, that's the pound rand, and both reaching new highs, which means new lows on the rand. But anyway, let's have a look at what else we've got going on here. We're looking at the major currencies at the moment. We've got the CPI number coming up shortly. Actually, I'm going to go across to the big screen and let's have a look here. So first of all, the euro. We're short on the euro. You can see we've broken down through that channel. And actually, if you draw a channel line moving downwards now, we've actually got a downward trend on the 4-hour chart. Same thing with the pound. We've got some reversal candles at the top there. A lot's going to depend on the CPI print a little bit later on today. Dollar yen just moving sideways. We're short on the pound. We're short on the euro. We're actually short on dollar yen and euro yen. And we're short on the Australian dollar. We're long on CAD, Swiss franc, short on pound CAD, and short on euro CAD. So that's the currency situation for now. I'm trying to juggle two things here at the same time. These are the yen pairs. You might ask me why I'm filming this on my phone, but it's just because it's easier and I've got all sorts of things running on my computers. So that's the dollar yen, that's what we're short on. We're also short on euro yen, and there's a couple of reasons for this, which I put up in some of my other videos, but you can have a look at those. And Aussie yen, we've just taken a small short position on that one as well. We've been selling Aussie yen for the last 6 months, and that's been a fantastic trade for us. But let's go across and have a look at one more thing. So look at NASDAQ, just ticking down again today after forming, looks like a top really there on the NASDAQ. We're not able to get through that 13,300 level. You've seen some of my tweets and videos on S&P with that wall. Well, the brick wall above us, and then those 3 moving averages, which were in reggae colors. So those are the Bob Marley stripes beneath us, saying don't worry about a thing, everything's going to be all right. We're short on AMD after that beautiful sort of thrust higher, impulse move higher, very, very much a corrective move that. So this one I'm really excited about, shorting AMD. Also short Microsoft. You can see they're all ticking down in pre-market, but sometimes that just happens before the markets open in order to set up for long positions. So we'll have to see. So that's NVIDIA. We're short on that. We're short on Apple. We might have to get up into the top of that sort of rising wedge. I'm not sure. And then oil, we're looking to build into a new long position on oil. Natural gas, well, you've seen my frequent videos on that. Gold, I think we could get a pullback out down towards the top of that channel again, probably around 1920, perhaps a little lower, 1880. We're long on this uranium stock, URA. We're short on sugar again after losing our last sugar trade, but it looks good for a short. So that's the update for today, folks. But the big news really, I suppose, if you're interested in something like the South African rand and the South African economy, well, that's where we are right now. That's a 27% collapse in the rand in the last 6 months. Pretty bad news for the South African consumer, the South African public, and for everyone in this country who's struggling to make ends meet, because prices are going to go up, inflation's going to skyrocket, interest rates are going to rise, and it's just, and the whole situation is just going to collapse further and further downwards into a downward spiral. And that's what we've got on our hands in South Africa. With no electricity for 6 to 8 hours a day, what do you expect? We'll have a fantastic trading day, everyone. So a bit of a messy video, but that's okay. I'm not much of a YouTuber. I don't do these videos in order to impress anyone with my editing skills or my YouTube skills. I just want to try and convey the basic information to you. So basically, we kind of long the dollar today across most of the instruments, and we're short stocks. We're long on gold. We're long on oil, natural gas, long on that uranium stock, URA, and short on sugar. So have a fantastic trading day. The CPI number comes out a little bit later on today. We'll have to see how that goes. It's expected to be the same, really, pretty much the same. Not much down, not much up. So how that's going to affect and influence the markets, who knows? But I think generally don't expect too much positive or negative news coming out of the CPI. I think the market's going to go where it wants to go ultimately. And that's the dilemma that we're all facing, because the market should be going down, but it's not going down. It should be going up, some people think, but it's not going up. And it's kind of hovered, it's stuck between these two barriers. In the case of the S&P, between the brick wall above us and the don't worry about a thing reggae lines beneath us. We still haven't gone anywhere for days and days and weeks on end now, and I don't know which way this is going to go. Anyway, good luck with your trading. I'll speak to you again soon.